Hello and welcome. Today I'll be reading The Tale of Shin, a novel written by Hannie Elan. I hope you enjoy the journey. Episode 3. The dinner table was alive with laughter. Thao Thao was chattering away in his usual animated style, filling the space with endless questions and silly jokes. Zayar, Tazar, and Thao Darlin joined in, their voices rising in bursts of laughter, teasing and trading memories over bowls of steaming rice and plates of sizzling food. But across the table, Shin sat quietly, detached from it all. Her eyes, dull and unreadable, remained fixed at her plate. She took one bite after another, slowly, without any real focus. It was impossible to tell whether she was even tasting anything, sweet or salty, spicy or bitter. She just chewed, swallowed, and kept going. Thao Darlin, watching her from across the table, spoke up gently. "Shin, sweetie, is everything okay? I made your favorite fried chicken with garlic and basil. Come on, have a little more." Shin looked up at her, eyes distant but polite. "It's good. Really. I've just not been eating much lately. If I wasn't cutting back, I probably would have asked for 2 more plates by now." Her tone was light, even slightly playful, but to those who knew her well, something felt off. The way she said it, measured, distant, made the others glance her way, caught off guard by the uncharacteristic calm. Then she added softly, "I'm full. I'll head back to my room. I've got something to work on. Uncle, enjoy your dinner, okay? Before you go, come say goodbye. I'll still be in my room." Tazar nodded gently. "Okay, sweetie. I'll come find you for sure. Don't go to bed too early. We still have time to talk. Yeah?" "Yeah." That was all she said, before standing up and quietly walking away, disappearing back upstairs. Only after the sound of her footsteps faded did Zayar finally speak. "Tazar, can I ask you to keep an eye on her while you're here? I honestly don't know how to handle her anymore." Tazar reached across and gave his older brother a reassuring pat on the arm. "Don't worry, Coco. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to her." As the brothers exchanged glances, Thao Thao, who had been quietly listening, turned his gaze toward the staircase Shin had climbed. A frown tugged at the corners of his mouth, and without realizing, he let out a small sigh. Something about her didn't feel right, and everyone at the table could sense it. Thao Thao was the kind of boy who seemed to have inherited all the best parts of both his parents, the sharp intelligence of his father and the gentle beauty of his mother. From a young age, he had always stood out, first in class, winner of every competition, polite and charming in his speech, and respectful in his actions. It was no wonder everyone adored him. In fact, it sometimes felt like the only person in the world who didn't fall under his spell was Shin. Although Thao Thao was technically 8 months younger than Shin, they were in the same grade because he'd started school early. That age gap had never felt like much, except for when it came to academics. While Thao Thao effortlessly kept his place at the top of the class, Shin struggled to even make it into the top 20. She rarely studied, barely finished her homework, and was always more eager to play outside than open a textbook. Teachers often ended up passing messages to her parents through Thao Thao, which only deepened her resentment. Though they were siblings, they couldn't have been more different. Shin loved movement, basketball, tennis, badminton. She took joy in action and strength, enrolling in boxing and taekwondo classes just for fun. She even attended self-defense workshops and loved swimming, especially diving underwater to observe marine life. Her ambitions were fluid at best. To her, finishing high school and getting a degree wasn't a dream. It was just a duty to get out of the way. Thao Thao, on the other hand, disliked sweat, avoided any activity that would mess up his neatly pressed clothes, and had no love for chaos. He preferred to stay indoors, curled up with a book or working quietly on his studies. He also had a clear, unwavering goal: to become a doctor like his father. Even their taste in food was different. Cao Cao enjoyed bold, flavorful dishes, sweet, spicy, tangy, or salty. Shin couldn't handle spice, disliked anything too sugary or salty, and leaned toward more muted, bitter flavors. Still, despite their differences, Cao Cao wanted nothing more to be close to his only sister. He tried to find things they could have in common, searching for shared interests or chances to connect, but so far, nothing seemed to work. Shin didn't exactly hate him, that much he believed, but she didn't show him much love either. Still, Cao Cao clung to that small sliver of hope, that quiet belief that one day, if he kept trying, she might look at him with warmth, maybe even say she was proud of him. And until that day came, he'd just keep being the brother who tried.